awesome and action-packed science show on TV. Buckle up because we're going to take in a wild ride to the worlds of chemistry, physics, and biology where anything is possible.
In our first stop, the chemistry zone, we'll be mixing, bubbling, and exploring a way to an experiment that will blow your mind. We'll be showing you how acid and bases can produce a reaction with the help of baking soda, dishwashing liquid, acid salt and freezing, and some seriously cool, colorful magic. Get ready to see the science behind things every day and learn some epic chemical reactions along the way.
Next, we're blasting off to the physics universe. Join us as we crank up the voltage and light up the room with some electrifying knowledge. We'll explore the mysterious world of circuits and electricity, how series and parallel circuits power everything up from light bulbs to motors. Get ready to build your own circuit boards, power up some gadgets, and be a master of the electric universe.
Finally, we're exploring the wonders of biology. Be a bio-explorer and take a juicy bite out of history with the amazing story of watermelon. From its wild origins to its sweet and succulent present, we'll explore the science behind plant breeding, genetics, and how humans have been engineering plants for centuries to create the perfect watermelon. Get ready to become a watermelon expert.
So join us, I am victorious and be victorious too, as we blast off into the world of science and adventure. With our experiments, demonstrations, and mind-blowing discoveries, we are here to make science more fun, exciting, and victorious for everyone. Have you ever wondered why some food tastes sour while others are sweet or bitter? How about those fizzy drinks that seem to tingle your tongue? Today, we will be diving into the world of acids and bases where we will uncover the secrets behind these everyday sensations and perform an exciting experiment to see the chemical reactions in action. But before we start, let us first discuss the basics of acids and bases. Acids are substances that have a pH value lower than 7 and can donate hydrogen ions, while on the other hand, bases are substances that have a pH value larger than 7 and can accept hydrogen ions.
We will be using 3 different acids, each labeled with the corresponding pH levels, and a base, the baking soda, to see how they react with each other. We will also add dish soap and chlorine to better visualize the reaction. Let's see which acid has the highest rate of reaction. Wow, that was amazing! The reaction rate varied depending on the acidity of the acid used.
Can you guess which acid had the highest reaction rate? We'll leave that for you to ponder.
Now, let's explain why these acids reacted the way they did. The acids donate hydrogen ions to the base, which then reacts with the baking soda to produce carbon dioxide gas. This gas is what causes the colorful rice we saw in the cups.
And before we short circuit the whole world, just kidding, we want to leave you with a question to think about.
Can you think of other everyday examples where acid and bases react with each other? We'd love to hear your answers in the comments.
Welcome back to I Am Victorious, where we explore the wonders of science and technology. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most fundamental topics of physics, electricity. Electricity is all around us, from the light bulbs in our homes to the screen we're looking at right now. But have you ever wondered how it all works? Specifically, today we'll be looking at circuits and the differences between series and parallel circuits.
But before we dive into that, let's start with the basics, shall we? What exactly is a circuit and why is it important?
a circuit must be complete for electricity to flow, and this can be done in different ways. In a series circuit, the components are connected in a single loop, so the current passes through each one in turn. In a parallel circuit, the components are connected in multiple loops, so the current is split between them. But what's the difference? To see this in action, let's set up a simple series circuit and a parallel circuit with identical components such as wires and light bulbs. Now, let us see these two boards of different circuits powered side by side. As you can see, the light bulbs in the series circuit are dimmer than the light bulbs in the parallel circuit. But why is that? In a series circuit, the current must pass through each component in turn. This means that the resistance adds up and reduces the current flowing through each component. So, by the time the current reaches the last light bulb, there isn't enough voltage left to make it shine brightly. In a parallel circuit, the current is split between the components. This means that each component receives the full voltage, so the brightness is not reduced. Well, and that's it for our exploration of electricity and circuits today. I hope that you enjoyed and learned something new about circuits. And wow, that was electrifying. I'm glad that we didn't short circuit our brains trying to explain circuits.
Speak for yourself. My brain feels like it's been through a fuse blowing overload. Let's just hope our viewers' brains didn't short circuit either.
But before we delve into the juicy details of watermelon evolution, how do circuits and electricity affect your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Have you ever seen those old paintings with the weird looking watermelons? They look so different from the ones we eat now.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about how much watermelons have evolved over time. For the record, its history can be tracked 5,000 years ago.
Welcome back, and this time we'll be taking a closer look at the history and genetics of these juicy fruit. As always, our team at Victorious scoured the latest research to give you the most interesting and up-to-date topic about this interesting topic. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the sweet world of watermelon.
Watermelon has been around for thousands of years, with evidence of its cultivation found in Asian civilization. From its origin in Africa to its cultivation by Asian civilization, watermelon has undergone centuries of selective breeding to produce sweeter, juicier, and more colorful fruit.
But it's not just about the taste. Watermelon plays a huge role in the traits that we see in the fruit, from sweetness and juiciness to color and texture.
Scientists have been studying the genetics of watermelon for years, identifying specific genes that control these traits. This knowledge has allowed for the development of new watermelon varieties through selective breeding and, more recently, genetic modification. Selective breeding involves choosing the watermelon with the desired traits and breeding them to produce offspring with those traits. Genetic modification, on the other hand, involves manipulating the genes to produce desired traits.
Thanks to these techniques, we now have a wide variety of watermelon to choose from, each with its own unique characteristic and flavors.
But it's not just about the taste and appearance. Genetic modification has also been used to create watermelon varieties with disease-resistant traits, allowing for more sustainable and efficient farming practices. Well, that's all we have for today's episode on the evolution of watermelon. We hope you learned something new about this fascinating fruit.
And if you're a watermelon lover like me, hopefully you have a newfound appreciation for the journey that this fruit has taken.
Wow, I never realized there was so much to learn about watermelons.
Me neither. I'm definitely gonna appreciate it more from now on.
Remember, selective breeding and genetic modifications have played important role in shaping the watermelon we know and love today.
In this episode, we've learned about the amazing ways that science impacts our world, from the chemistry of acids and bases to the physics of electricity and the evolution of watermelon. Thanks for tuning in to Victorious. And join us next time as we explore more wonders of science and technology. We are the Team Victorious saying,
Stay curious to be victorious!